I don't know about you guys, but this was my favorite chapter so far. And the counseling sessions I thought were really interesting. Actually, they didn't surprise me because I have been in counseling before. I do think that either one of the counselors would be great counselors for me. Basic skills that I saw from both sessions 1 and 2 is that both counselors summarized at the beginning and at the end of their counseling sessions. They used minimal encouragers. They did a lot of head nodding, things like that. Also, they used SOLAR is an acronym. And as you can see, both counselors are sitting squarely. They have open posture. They do not have their arms closed or their legs crossed. They are both leaning in slightly. They're making eye contact and they both appear to be relaxed. Some other basic skills I saw from session 1 was that the counselor narrows in on the word perfectly. And he says, you use the word perfectly. Tell me about that. That would be a keyword encourager skill plus an open statement skill combination. Basic skills from session number 1. More basic skills. I noticed that session 1 had more basic skills, and then session 2 had basic plus more advanced skills. So basically the counselor paraphrases, makes a reflection of feelings, and also then adds an open statement at the end. And advanced skills from session number 2. At one point, the counselor lines up the client's behavior with the client's goals, and they don't match up, and so he does a challenging confrontational skill. And then also there would be goal setting, but it was obvious that it happened in a previous session. More advanced skills from session number 2. Basically, he keeps going back and gets her to keep thinking about some steps that she can take to be more independent. That would be influencing skills and negotiating. At one point, that was going along, and I thought, oh, he's going to ask another question here, but he was just quiet, and the client actually came up with her own thoughts herself and kind of made the bridge herself. And so silence is another one of those advanced skills, and I noticed that. A theory that I saw from session 2 was cognitive behavioral therapy. That was when he asked her, whenever she invites somebody and they say no, he says, what are your thoughts around that? And then he encourages her to challenge those thoughts, and that would be a part of cognitive behavioral therapy. My question for the counselors would be, do you take notes? I noticed that neither of the counselors had a notepad, and I looked up a journal article about it, and I found that the research subjects were more likely to see the counselors who did not take notes. So I'm wondering how you do it. How do you keep track of everybody? How do you keep track of their stories, their goals? And especially knowing there's probably very little time in between clients. Thanks.